Welcome back to Tony'sPicks.com. Now it's time for our WNBA 3-pack here from Ramon Scott. You'll find his premium plays over at Tony'sPicks.com, where over the past 30 days, he has been really doing great work here in MLB, WNBA, NHL as well. Let's bring him in right now, ready to roll with this 3-pack. Ramon, what's going on?
Yeah, Tony, it was a little bit of a slow day on Monday. There were some sports to look at, certainly, but what I did was I got caught up on all my WNBA drama. So I'm here to talk about the games, though.
Absolutely, yes. No doubt about that. A drama-filled league, just like the men to some degree. All right, here we go. Here, Mystics and the Sun here go to head-to-head as we get it started here. We're seeing here the Sun going to be favored 12.5, total 152.5.
Yeah, ladies, what took you so long? I think we've got some future programming here, Tony. We're going to be able to do some spin-offs on some of those channels with the WNBA. All right, let's get into it, Tony. We've got more, Commissioner's Cup action here. Interestingly, with Washington and Connecticut, because you got the Mystics coming in right now, Tony. 0-8 this season. They're off to the worst start in club history, but they've gotten some covers here and there. Connecticut's 8-0, but just 2-7 against the spread. So to me, it looks like a case here where maybe the same thing, maybe just too many points is what I feel like. Anyway, now there are some concerning injuries here for Washington. Two key players continue out here. Shakira Austin's going to be out. Sykes is going to be out as well for the Mystics. They trailed by 17 the other night against New York, rallied in that game, but still ended up losing by 11 points to the Liberty, 90-79. Connecticut will be missing Mo Jefferson in this game. I mean, they'll have plenty with Alyssa Thomas and Bonner as well. They defeated Atlanta 69-50. Strong defensive performance. We rolled an under in that game for sure. Washington's problems are mostly offensive, averaging just 74 points a game right now and 11th in the league in shooting 40%. Going to need contributions here. Ariel Atkins averaging 14 points a game. Carly Samuelson, she had 18 in the first meeting against Connecticut. Connecticut did win 84-77 back on May 17th for the sixth straight win over Washington. I've just got it as a case of too many points, so still here, Tony. I think the Mystics can get there against the Sun. I'll take the points with the Mystics. You see the move actually has been on the Mystics. It was as high as maybe 14 and a half, and now we're dealing with about a dozen.
All right, Ramon Scott, click the link below for his best bets, Mystics and Sun. The pick here will be on the Mystics here at plus 12.5. All right, guys, be sure to click the link in the description and get on board Ramon Premium Picks. As we said, use that promo code TonyT at checkout, save 20% off. All right, let's continue here on the show as we get ready here for the next WNBA game on the board. Liberty and Sky. Liberty 6.5, total 164.
Yeah, I'll try to avoid the narratives, really. But when it becomes a little bit a part of the game, I mean, maybe Chicago is looking for that role. Really, are starting to embrace it here a little bit. And hey, when you need wins, maybe you got to resort to a little thuggery. Did I say it, Tony? Look, if that's what it takes against a team like the Liberty right now, the Liberty are actually playing much better defense than what we're used to at this point. Number 2 in points allowed and field goal percentage, but still 7-2 straight up, 2-7 against the spread. So it's just kind of a theme with this league right now. They've only covered one of their last 7 games, despite their standout record. Chicago 4-3 against the spread. New York did finally cover against Indiana by dominating that game, really laid the cover by 14.5 on Sunday. The Liberty also shooting well, of course, number 2 in field goal percentage. But again, I just think this one, it's going to be a high-scoring game. I think that will favor Chicago to sneak in there and get this cover here, Tony. Dana Evans is really starting to stand out for me for Chicago. Also, we saw Cardoso make her debut. She really did make an immediate impact. She finished with 11 points. I don't think she was utilized correctly in that game. I think Chicago's got more things to worry about right now than their image on the court. They should try working on this offense a little bit. On May 23rd, Chicago did have a strong game against New York, 90-81 in New York. Jonquel Jones, she got in foul trouble in that one. Chicago was able to take advantage. I think the high score is going to allow Chicago, as long as they can uh, be a little better offensively here against this one. I think the New York numbers defensively are a little bit uh, out of proportion from what I'm expecting. I'm going to take the points here tonight with the Chicago Sky against the Liberty.
All right, well, Scott, click the link below for his premium picks. Liberty and Sky. The pick here will be the Sky plus the 6.5. All right, let's continue on, guys. Be sure to use promo code TonyT at checkout. Save 20% off all of Ramon's premium pick packages. Let's get ready here for the next game here on the board from the WNBA. Mercury and Storm. Storm 7, total 167.
Yeah, Phoenix snapped a 4-game losing streak by crushing the Sparks the other night, Tony, 87-68. But I'm down on Phoenix, and I'm going to continue to be down on them. I'm concerned about their defense, especially here against Seattle. They've covered 3 straight. They've won 4 straight right now. I'll give you the strength of schedule was not there. It was Indiana twice, also the Mystics, and the Sky were the 4 teams that they have beat. But I'm not care about that in this one, Tony. I would think it's going to be a score fest here for Seattle. I'm going to lay 7. I'm going to lay 10. With Diggins Smith, I had concerns, that she wouldn't maybe fit in. The numbers weren't coming in. She has had a couple of big games now as well. Nneka Ngumake, this team just on a roll. Jewel Lloyd, Magmagor, who actually has a tough matchup in this one. You figure Mac's probably the best defensive player the Phoenix has, in my opinion, is Mac. So maybe a little bit tougher for Magmagor, but I would think this will be a fun game for Seattle. I'm just going to lay the points for sure until I see improvement from Phoenix defensively at this point. 68 points against LA. Okay, I'll give them that. In that one, I was a little bit off in that game, Tony, but from what I see right now, I come on and I talk up these teams a lot, Tony. I've got to have some teams below the subpar line. Phoenix is one of them. I'm going to take Seattle. Maybe Seattle's still a little bit underrated at this point, considering some of this all-star talent kind of getting overlooked, it feels like.
All right, Ramon Scott here. Click the link below for his best bets. Mercury and Storm. The pick here will be the Storm. Lay in the 7. All right, we got you through this 3-pack from the WNBA here for the card on Tuesday. Now it's time to turn our attention over to Tony'sPicks.com here for Tuesday's card. You can see Ramon having a great MLB here marked the last 30 days. Also WNBA, NHL in the green. 15-game card here from Major League Baseball as well as Action WNBA. What do you have going over at the site?
Yeah, Tony, going to roll this card on Tuesday in Major League Baseball. Got a full card for you. It's going to be pretty strong. Also, we'll have WNBA selections. I already gave out a premium. You might have to read between the lines, Tony. I was in there somewhere. Just gave you 3 sides, but maybe one of the games you can figure out. I gave a total. But hey, join me over at Tony'sPicks.com to make sure and check out the record there coming in, Tony. Join me over at Tony'sPicks.com. Use promo code TonyT. Save 20% off.
That's right, guys. Got Ramon Scott over at Tony'sPicks.com. You see the great results from Ramon here, putting up 721 units of profit in baseball last 30 days. Also going great work in WNBA and NHL. No better time than now to get on board with Ramon. Now remember, if you click the link in the description, you get right over to Ramon's handicapper page and get signed up. They'll find some 1-day passes, 3 days, best bets up there, multi-packs. Those are profit guaranteed. The 1-days are the must turn a profit, or the amount you purchase is credit back to your account for site credits. That's profit guaranteed. Not so the long-term passes, because they're sold at a much better discount, especially for Ramon, who posts in high volume, and he posts a lot of sports as well. So coming up this week, of course, all the Major League Baseball. This will guarantee at least 2 premium plays from NHL and NBA Finals here for the next 7 days, if not 3. Also, soccer, if there's action in there. Also, UFC, if he's in action there as well. So lots of coverage there, guys. And remember, we'll save you that 20% off when you use that promo code TonyT at checkout. Again, access Ramon's page. Click that link in the description and go ahead and get signed up. All right, Ramon also is live here on the Tony Speaks YouTube channel, 9 a.m. Eastern time here with the morning steam. Gives you a pick from every game on the major board. Also, we'll work into some peripherals as well. Join him in the chat room. He'll also take your picks in the chat. It's a chat-driven show with Ramon. So get on over there and check it out. Also, to make note for those of you watching this, a lot of you folks watch on demand. The on-demand views are always going to be much greater than live. But if you're able to catch Ramon's show on archive, you can do that. Because on YouTube, the show will archive automatically. So just go to the live tab, and most of these picks will be actionable during your lunch hour or your commute back home. So check out Morning Steam's archive over on our YouTube, over on the Tony Speaks YouTube channel. Click the live tab, and you'll find it there as well. So go ahead and check it out. For Ramon, I'm Tony T. We'll talk to you later.